Today, I'm taking you on an adventure through 4 Asian countries, but with one massive twist. The country the world talks about the least gave me the biggest shock of my life. But before we get there, let's rewind the story to where the mission started. Roll the drone shot. We're jumping into the adventure. Welcome to Singapore, the city that should not exist. The second I landed in Singapore, it felt like the country wasn't built. It was engineered. Traffic? Perfect. Public transport? Perfect. Streets? Perfect. Even the trees looked like they had contracts. Everywhere I looked, the city felt like it was running on a secret code. People didn't walk, they glided. Buildings didn't stand, they performed. The whole system didn't function, it executed. This place felt like Earth's premium subscription. Singapore didn't just look clean, it looked illegal to be dirty clean. But as I explored, a question grew louder. If one country can operate with 0 mistakes, what does life feel like in places that don't try to be perfect, but still win? Only one way to find out. Before we continue this insane journey across Asia, I want you to do one thing. Hit that subscribe button right now. Trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming in this video. Malaysia shocked me more than Singapore, Japan, or South Korea combined, and I'm going to show you why. Every crazy moment, every secret, every jaw-dropping surprise. So subscribe, turn on notifications, and buckle up. Japan, where perfection has a heartbeat. Next stop, Japan. And Japan didn't welcome me. It absorbed me. Tokyo was a neon hurricane. Kyoto was a quiet prayer. Osaka was pure electric flavor. Japan didn't chase perfection like Singapore. Japan lived it, slowly, intentionally, beautifully. The sushi master who has studied one dish for 40 years. The train that arrives so accurately it can embarrass your smartwatch. The stranger who bows just to hand you your change. Japan wasn't clean. It was sacred. But the deeper I went into the culture, the more something hit me. What happens when a country doesn't perfect life, but accelerates it? Next flight, booked. South Korea, the future uploaded itself here. The moment I stepped out of Incheon Airport, Seoul grabbed me by the shirt and screamed, "Welcome to tomorrow!" Screens, speed, sound, style, innovation hitting you faster than your eyes can blink. The trains felt like they were coded by Elon Musk. The cafes used more tech than some hospitals. The Wi-Fi was so fast you could download a movie before blinking. Korea didn't wake up early. Korea didn't sleep. Korea was plugged in 24/7. Every building felt like it was growing. Every business felt like it was updating. Every street felt like ambition had a heartbeat. But right when I thought nothing could surprise me anymore, where do you go after you've experienced perfection, devotion, and hyperspeed? I had one more stop. A place I didn't expect to impress me. A place I thought would be just okay. I was wrong. Very wrong. Malaysia, the unexpected plot twist. When my plane landed in Malaysia, I expected calm. I expected normal. I expected average. What I got was something none of the other countries had. Not perfection, not precision, not pressure. Malaysia had soul. The air felt open. The people felt warm. The streets felt alive, not engineered, not curated, not optimized, but human. Malaysia wasn't trying to be a show. It wasn't trying to impress. It didn't need to pretend. It was real, and instantly it hit me. This country has something the world is completely overlooking. Space, nature, freedom. A calmness I couldn't find in Singapore. A warmth Japan hides behind discipline. A balance Korea sacrifices for speed. But the biggest surprise wasn't the environment. It was what I discovered next. Could the country everyone underestimates actually be the one offering the best quality of life for real human living? That's the question that changed everything. The first 24 hours in Malaysia changed everything. The moment I stepped out of KLIA, something hit me. And no, it wasn't the heat. It was space. Not empty space, not wasted space, but breathing space. After Tokyo's perfection, Singapore's precision, and Seoul's speed, Malaysia felt like the universe finally took its hand off the fast-forward button. For the first time in months, I didn't feel rushed. I didn't feel observed. I didn't feel like I had to behave perfectly. I felt human. But that was just the beginning. The city that doesn't try, but still wins. Kuala Lumpur didn't impress me immediately. It confused me. One minute you see skyscrapers so tall they look like they're arguing with the clouds. The next minute you're suddenly surrounded by street food stalls, motorbikes, laughter, and the smell of satay grilling somewhere you can't see. KL wasn't organized like Singapore. It wasn't traditional like Japan. It wasn't ultra-wired like Seoul. It was a living organism where chaos and calm somehow shook hands and agreed to coexist. I watched a Mercedes glide past a small old uncle selling coconut ice cream. I saw high-rise condos right beside local food courts buzzing with families. I saw tourists taking photos while locals acted like skyscrapers were just trees. And suddenly, it hit me. Is this what a real-life, functioning modern city looks like when it doesn't sacrifice humanity for progress? But KL was just the city. Malaysia had bigger surprises waiting outside of it. The moment I realized Malaysia isn't one country, it's many. On my second day, I traveled out of KL, and instantly, the entire world flipped. Rolling mountains, rainforests thicker than chocolate cake, villages with real smiles, real conversations, real community, waterfalls roaring like nature was announcing its dominance. This wasn't a country, it was a collection of worlds. One road leads to beaches clearer than bottled water. Another road leads to tea plantations that look like green ocean waves. Another leads to islands that feel like someone forgot to tell them tourism exists. Malaysia wasn't trying to compete. It was just effortlessly diverse. But that diversity led to the moment that forever changed my view of this country. A moment so simple, yet more powerful than any tech, skyline, or system I'd seen in the other countries. The one-minute experience that shook my perspective. I was walking in a small town, not a famous place, not a tourist spot, just a normal Malaysian street. A Malay man was eating by the roadside. A Chinese auntie was selling fruit. An Indian uncle was adjusting his motorbike. A group of kids mixed from all backgrounds were kicking a ball around. No division, no tension, no competition, just life, shared. And I stood there thinking, wait, so this is normal here? A country where 3 major cultures, 3 major cuisines, 3 major identities share the same table without needing to pretend. Suddenly, all the documentaries I watched felt incomplete because the real Malaysia wasn't what the world shows. The real Malaysia was this moment, this unforced unity, this natural harmony, this we're different but we're together energy. That's when the question hit me. How is Malaysia so diverse yet so peaceful when other perfect countries struggle with this every single day? And that was only the 3rd surprise. Number 4 was waiting. And it was the biggest one yet. The place that made everything make sense. Later that week, I visited Putrajaya. And listen, I was not prepared. It felt like someone designed a futuristic city, but then gave it peace. Massive bridges, architectural beasts, perfectly engineered roads, buildings that looked like they were built by 2 different timelines arguing over style. But here's the wild part. There were no crowds, no chaos. No pressure. It felt like a capital city built for humans, not for show. I sat by the lake, watching the sun reflect off the giant mosque, and suddenly everything clicked. Malaysia is the only country in this region that figured out something the others missed. You can be modern without murdering peace. You can be diverse without forcing unity. You can be growing without losing your soul. But the real shock, the one that no documentary ever mentions, was still ahead, and it hit me in the most unexpected way. If you thought this information is crazy, and I promise you haven't seen the half of it, hit that subscribe button right now, because I have more insane adventures coming your way. Comment below which country shocked you the most, and I'll read every single one. Don't miss the next video, it's going to blow your mind. The things nobody talks about. After exploring Kuala Lumpur, wandering through villages, and discovering the wild, untouched forests, I started noticing something that nobody online prepared me for. It wasn't the sights. It wasn't the architecture. It wasn't even the culture itself. It was how Malaysia made life feel possible. I mean, after Singapore, Japan, and Korea, I thought I knew what a developed country looked like. High-rise apartments, expensive everything, tiny spaces, constant pressure. I thought life meant paying more and getting less. Then I looked around Malaysia, and my jaw dropped.